What's good, people? What's going on with y'all? How are y'all feeling? You know what I'm saying? Let's talk. Let's talk Broncos Cowboys recap and see if everybody's okay. Let's talk. See if y'all if everybody's off suicide watch. What I've been seeing in Cowboys Nation. You know what I'm saying, hold on, let me get this chat stuff together. You know, Captain Taki, what's good with you? Landlord, what's going on? Trav Brushin, what's good? Choctaw, Montana, what's goody? Blazing J, what's going on? Or Blazing J Johnson. What's popping with everybody? How y'all feeling? You know what I'm saying? Y'all okay? Everybody, y'all slept okay? Y'all doing okay? After yesterday, I was worried about Cowboys Nation, man. You know, it was aggravating, but I seen a couple of the season is overs flying around, and I didn't know how to feel about it. I was like, the season over after the first preseason game? How's that possible? You know what I'm saying? Let me let it fill up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Gut Bomber, what's good? David Webb, what's going on? Chris Humphreys, you know what I'm saying? Waiting on the content, laugh out loud, feeling good. Appreciate you. Sorry it took all day. You know, kids going back to school tomorrow. You know, so I was putting desks together today and scrambling. You know what I'm saying? Had to go get my oldest daughter, a pair of sneakers. Youngest daughter, like it's a lot. I ain't complaining, but anybody with kids, y'all know the deal. You know what I'm saying? School starting, so priorities first. Cowboys is up there, but I ain't gonna lie, kids are kids about the Cowboys. 54 is a blur. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna get y'all opinions on what happened last night. What's good? What's good? Tyler Smith. Hey man, I'm excited about Tyler Smith. I'm excited about Tyler Smith. Good. Just can't stand it. Hey, the fans gonna freak out. This Cowboys Nation. That's what we do. We freak out and act like the world coming to an end. That's what we do. Sugar Daddy, what's good? It's hard. Look, Sugar Daddy, you got your name is hard to say, but salute. I'm not used to saying that. Peso Eso, what's good with you? Big Flock, what's going on? What to do, CFT? Your boy Simi gonna make the 53. And but involved if Kellen allows it and get involved. Okay, I'm with you. Simi is gonna make it. And I'm excited because I was super hype about Simi last year. I was a little early, and now things starting to come together. It usually takes about a year though. Some rookies pop early, some rookies take a little bit of time. Family first. That's right, David Webb. Or David Webb, I'm sorry. Ty Cowboys, what's up? Cowboys Nation. Flags, flags, flags. Oh, we gonna talk about them 17 flags. You know, and I'm gonna say what most people ain't gonna say, and I don't care. All them flags wasn't flags. You know, there's discipline, and then there's just the fact that the NFL, some of the refs just petty. Which one is it? You know, there's discipline, and then the refs is just petty. So it was the same crew from the playoff game where Dak and them talk spicy, and then coincidentally, y'all see how it worked out. Y'all see how it worked out. You know what I'm saying? Deron Bland. I like Deron Bland. He was out there looking like what I've wanted Kelvin Joseph to look like, what I've hoped that Nashawn Wright would develop into. And I'm not throwing dirt on their graves. I'm not. Because some players look better when they're surrounded by great players. So let's not think that if you put Kelvin Joseph out there with our majority of defensive starters that he wouldn't look better. You know, because he would get bumped down the line and he would have a different type of a safety coverage over the top, better pass rush. Things would be a little bit different for any of these players from last night. That's what I want everybody to understand. Now I'll get up. Everyone last night would look better if they were surrounded by our normal starters. Every player. You know, even the ones that did look good. Even Sam Williams, even Tyler Smith, surrounded by Zach Martin and Tyron Smith. Dak Prescott out there being able to get the ball out quicker than normal. You know what I'm saying? Not having to hold up on your blocks as much. Zeke Elliott and Tony Pollard out there finishing runs at a better clip, you know what I'm saying, having a defense on their heels, them getting exhausted, things would look different when you're surrounded by that many starters. I want everybody to know this. And I appreciate we got 95 people in here. Salute. Appreciate y'all. Can y'all hit the like button for me? I know. For some odd reason, I guess that's taboo. Asking people to hit the like button apparently is bad now. But I'm gonna speak my mind. So if y'all can hit the like button for me, let's get it to, closer to the almost 100 people that's in here. If y'all could. Got my first super chat of the evening. Appreciate you from JT. I agree, but Tolbert's drop made me nervous. Tolbert also never ran with the threes. He was running with Cooper Rush and a bunch of threes, a bad offensive line, and sometimes when you start pressing, you're doing too much. So Tolbert will be just fine. I loved all of the rookies' interviews afterwards. Nobody copped any excuses. Tolbert said, I got to do better. He held himself to a higher standard. Tolbert said, I got to do better. I like that. Tyler Smith, when asked about the holds, I'm paraphrasing here, of course, he just said they're going to call what they're going to call. I got to tighten up. I like that the rookies is taking accountability. They're not putting it off. Now, I know when Mike McCarthy was asked about the 17 flags, he said this ain't last year, this is a new year. And although that's factual, I see a lot of people earlier today. I was tapped into some other lives and everything like that, and I get it. It's easy to throw dirt on Mike McCarthy's grave because he said we're going to be more disciplined and everything like that. I feel like Mike misspoke. Now, I might be wrong, but I feel like Mike misspoke. I feel like what Mike really wanted to say is basically, I want this team to be more disciplined and have grit. Now, he spoke as if it already was there. And sometimes when you make wholesale changes like that, appreciate y'all, 50 likes, almost. When you make wholesale changes like that, it takes a little bit of time. I know Mike, this is his third year, and people say, well, you've been building your culture for 3 years. True. But this year was the first year he said he wants to be more disciplined. He put it out there into the universe. And of course, when your team first shows that they're not disciplined, people are going to throw it back in your face. That's just the game he got to play because he's the head coach of the Cowboys. My thing is this. I feel like we're going to get there. I feel like yesterday is a good example of showing the Cowboys, showing Tyler Smith, showing everybody that plays for the Cowboys. Listen, you can't even look close to like you committing the same penalty that you would get called for. No one else would. Just know that that's your burden you got to bear. It is what it is. I know it's messed up. It's foul. No one else got to deal with that in the league, but we do. We just do. And it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So what you got to do is find ways to – the refs are going to be petty on us anyway. With Dak and them talking trash last year, the refs are going to be petty talking about the officials and stuff because we know the deal. Like Cowboys Nation, can I speak truthfully to y'all? Yes or no? Because we know the deal. We know the deal. The refs treat us differently. I don't know. Look, I don't think it's a conspiracy. I don't think the refs get together before the game and say, let's find a way to issue on the Cowboys. I don't think that's the case. I think what happens is the refs are humans too. The refs watch the media. The refs, if you ain't grow up a Cowboys fan, you're usually a Cowboys hater. You're tired of the publicity. You're tired of all of this being on TV and just all of the stuff that comes with being a Cowboy. And you see in a game, you see a chance to make it a little bit harder on the Cowboys, you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. It ain't even nothing that deep. It's just the way things are presently. So the players, the coaches, the whole organization has to find a way to battle against that. Life ain't fair. This ain't a fairy tale. And it ain't fair. But it ain't never gonna be fair. Ain't no way to jurisdict, ain't no way to prove that. So you just gotta deal with it. Got another super chat from my boy Landlord. Appreciate you with the $5 super chat. One of those balls was on Cooper. High IQ QBs know to protect their receivers. He almost got Jalen Tolbert beheaded out there. Yo, them second and third string quarterbacks, man, they just trying to get the ball to the vicinity. They're not worrying about where the ball placement or knowing that if you throw a ball a certain place, you're going to get your receiver decapitated. They don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? They're just trying to get through and then have a job. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Appreciate you for that super chat. But yeah, man, just to touch on the 17 flags and move on. The Tyler Smith calls, they was real ticky-tacky. You know what I'm saying? Like a bunch of the penalties, I would say not all penalties. I'm not saying they went out there and every single flag was illegitimate. But when it's that topsy-turvy in the playoff game and now, you start looking at it like, I mean, y'all just calling anything? Like the one pancake block on Tyler Smith, the dude was beat, fell down, Tyler Smith fell on him and pancaked him, and they called a hold. And I was like, come on, man. Y'all forcing it. You know what I'm saying? That hit on Sam Williams, Sam Williams hit the quarterback. They called that a roughing. Like, come on, man. As he's releasing the ball, y'all there's gray areas in officiating. And the officials was taking advantage. That's all I'll say. The officials was taking advantage. Slurred music, AB to Dallas. No, triple no, hell no. Don't want Antonio Brown in Dallas. I'm cool. This ain't got nothing to do with his talent. He's a nut. Crazy. Don't want, no. Nope. I'm good. I'm good. Let me ask y'all. Do y'all want Antonio Brown in Dallas? Am I crazy? JT with the $2 super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Yes, I would take Greer at. Look, I do know that Cooper Rush surrounded by our ones, you know, with the receiving core we had last year and Zeke and them out there and a official offensive line. Cooper Rush can't get it done. We saw him do it. Cooper Rush cannot do it with the threes, and that's okay. That's, you know what I'm saying? So we had to stick with Cooper Rush. I think we'll be okay. But Greer has been showing more in camp. He has. You know, Greer comes out of college with a better pedigree. And do I think Greer surrounded by the ones would show up? Yes. So I think I would take Greer. No question. Thank you for y'all agreeing with me on Antonio Brown because he's a nutcase. He would come in here and completely, the spotlight, he already tripping. He sold a little record, made a little album. Can you imagine him with a star on his helmet? Oh my God. Nah, I'm good. I'm good on AB. He wish him the best in his music career, but now I'm cool. I'm just cool. Let's talk the fact that we had 30 starters out. Oh, not 30 starters, sorry. 30 players out last night. And I know some of those players are injured, maybe like 5 or 6. 20 starters about. You know, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the demise of the Cowboys being falsely reported. And we got 161 people in here, man. Y'all do me a favor. Can y'all get it to 100 likes, please? Let everybody know I'm live. I know I went live a little late. Appreciate y'all for jumping in here. I know it's Sunday evening. You know what I'm saying? Long weekend. If you just jumped in here, I was telling everybody earlier, spent all day getting the kids ready. They got school tomorrow. Y'all know how that go. Any parents in here, y'all know how that is. So I'm going to relax with my peoples, have a little sip. We ain't doing nothing too crazy. Appreciate y'all for jumping in here, rocking with me. But what I was going to say is, let's talk about the fact that majority of our starters is out. I'm talking about like almost everyone. And then the starters, the one starter that did play last night, outside of Tolbert, Neville Gallimore flashed immediately. He showed, okay, I'm better than these second and third string dudes immediately. I'm talking about first couple plays is like, oh, Neville Gallimore in the backfield multiple times, tackles for loss, disruptive. I was like, that's a starter. In case y'all was confused, that's a starter. And Bo, Ramon Shaw. Yes, Big Bo was out there, Quentin Bohanna. And he ain't even a starter. And you just start to see, and yes, and Fowler too. Respect, Reggie J. Yes, I was going to get to Fowler. You know, because Fowler, I feel like they're going to make him earn his stripes. I feel like the Cowboys do this thing that's retarded to me, where if they pay somebody, they make a person that they sign afterwards come take their job without just giving it to them. And it's annoying. Dante Fowler is better than Dorrance Armstrong. Let's just get that out the way. He is. On his best day, Dorrance Armstrong is not better than Dante Fowler. He's not. Dorrance Armstrong was one word: insurance. He was insurance. If we don't get nobody else, if we can't lock down Randy, if we can't get nobody else in here, we're going to just pray and hope to God that Dorrance Armstrong can do the job, and we'll rotate Micah in and out. That's what he was, insurance. No slight to Dorrance Armstrong. Versatile depth piece. Decent. That's about it. But Dante Fowler is already better than him. They just ain't want to do Dorrance wrong because they probably told him when they signed him, hey, we're going to give you a legitimate chance to start and all that. But it's fine. I do want to keep Dorrance engaged. But let's not. Did y'all see the Dante? Go to the Cowboys Instagram page or Twitter. Go look at the post of Dante Fowler coming off the line. The boy just he has a first step that's more vicious than Dorrance's, and he has a knack for getting to the quarterback. And judging by this, I like to pay attention to shout out to Vosh Lombardi and shout out to Skywalker Steele. This is their word that they run with, but I'm gonna borrow it for a second. I like to pay attention to the nuance, the small things. Y'all know I'm not film guy. I'm not. I ain't breaking not yet. I'm getting there. I ain't breaking down film. I'm not. But what I am is nuance, man. I pay attention to the small subtleties of everything. And Dante Fowler in Atlanta, he had lost all of his vigor. He ain't care. He wasn't pressed. He ain't want to be there, for lack of better words. But Dante Fowler now in a Cowboys uniform. I saw after the play, like I said, go to the Cowboys Instagram, watch the play where he hits the quarterback, it's the sack or whatever. Just watch his energy. Watch how he gets up and how excited he is. He runs back, chest bumping teammates, excited. And I'm like, we about to get the Rams Dante Fowler. We about to get a reinvigorated, I'm in a contender. That's the Anthony Barr we're going to get. Don't see, when you playing on a team, let me take a sip. Cheers to that. Cheers to that. Don't underestimate the fact that when you feel like you got something to play for, you get in your bag. And we almost at 100 likes. Come on, y'all. Let's get to 100 likes. Dante Fowler's going to play out of his mind this year because he saw Robert Quinn. He saw what Robert Quinn did when he came here. He saw Randall Cobb. He saw them reinvigorate their career and go get another check. Because it's either one or two ways that this ends. You have a ball-out year and you resecure the bag with the Cowboys, which is hard because Stephen Jones wild cheap, but that's another story for another day. Or you have an amazing year, rotating in and out. You go get the bag elsewhere. Sam Williams comes in to be the starter. Everybody happy. That's probably what's going to happen. But Dante Fowler can see it. The writing is on the wall. If I get busy here, I get to compete, I get to contend, and I get to get paid. Anthony Barr, I'm a little older. I want to play 2-3 more years. I can't quite get the bag. My market dried up. I'm still on the all right. Now I could take 1 or 2 million, go play in Washington, right? Or I can take 1 or 2 million, go play with Denver. Remember, Barr chose the Cowboys over Denver. Because at the end of the day, Barr's smart. Denver ain't no slouch team. I ain't hating. Denver also in the AFC West. Barr's like, who got the easiest path to success? Came to the Cowboys, still ramping up. He's not out there yet. But think about it. No Barr, no D-Law, no Oso Odighizuwa. And if y'all was wondering if Oso was going to start, you got your answer. You got set last night, you a starter. No Oso Odighizuwa, no Armstrong, no Dak, Zeke. Like, there's so many people out. No Malik Hooker, no Jaron Kearse, no Trayvon Diggs, no Anthony Brown, not even Jordan Lewis. You talking about rolling down the roster, the whole defense and offense out. No Tyron Smith, no Zach Martin out. Now, Terrence still played. Tyler Biadasz needs to play because I don't feel like that spot should be solidified anyway. But how do you feel like it's over for the team? Let me switch gears. How can you feel like the season over when the whole team wasn't there? Am I tripping? I know y'all call me super optimistic, man, but I would get down if the first game, knock on wood, don't see this happening, if the first game we came out to play Tom and them, and we just got blown off the field. We didn't get blown off the field last year when most of these defensive players I just named was young and rookies and reestablishing their career. Like Jaron Curse wasn't really known about. We knew about him. We saw him in camp. We still thought Keanu Neal was good around this time last year and was playing ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I get it, JT. Appreciate the super chat. You know, JT with another $2 super chat. People are just upset and sad because the offseason has not been as flashy as we wanted to. I get it. I get it. You know, especially if you paying attention to our rivals, because you know Philly getting all the players. They played some of their starters in the offseason. So see, Philly's trying to pump up their confidence. They want Jalen Hurts to feel good about going into the season. Let's throw him out there against the Jets. I was trying not to be this guy on Twitter, but this is my live, this is my show, my platform. I'm going to say it. It was the Jets. The Jets. Calm down. Like I said, just calm down. Relax. It was the Jets. And I get it. When you're trying to build confidence, it don't matter the opponent. But they need to calm down. But I'm going to let them live. I'm going to let them live. I'm going to get back to my team. With that many players out, no one out there at all. I saw Dak and CD warming up before the game, and I tweeted that last night. That's my last tweet of the night. Everybody calm down. Take a deep breath. Our real offense is right here. You see, CD looked legendary with that visor. He got like a gold visor. That boy looking ready. Dak is CD, they about to go off this year. Just having CD on the field opens things up, period, for all them receivers you saw that might have been struggling last year. Last night. Plus, we ain't had no quarterback that can legitimately show you what the receivers could do. So last night, offensively, especially passing-wise, was wash. Now, run blocking looked good. Run blocking looked pretty good. And then we talking about with the backups, run blocking looked good. Who was the chat? Who was the running back? And I know I should know. I don't care. Who was the running back that ran off for like 6 yards a clip? Was it something Davis? What's his name? Y'all put it in the chat for me. Got busy last night. Malik Davis. Yeah. Mike Davis and Malik. Oh, y'all got two names. Mike/Malik. 6 yards a clip or something like that. You know, run blocking. Josh Ball even looked good on some run blocking. Now, Josh Ball is Trinity Dash, and I still want my swing tackle. I'm saying until we get one. I want my swing tackle. But the run blocking, Tyler Smith, man. Can we just clap it up for Tyler Smith, man? Can we just clap it up for Tyler Smith? Because people are like, Tyler Smith is as advertised to me. I know he had the two bogus, whack, fake holding calls. I'm not with it. But Tyler Smith, man, I watched him physically dominate a couple of dudes last night. He's as advertised. They talked about his strength. They talked about his hands. They talked about if he gets his hands on you, it's over. And they said that you cannot bull rush this gentleman. I said this during the draft. I know everybody excited about Jordan Davis, and Jordan Davis looked like an animal. He do. But we got an animal over here, and I can't wait till them dudes lock horns. I can't. I just can't. Because Tyler Smith is strong. And he like 320 himself. Now, Jordan Davis like 340, and he do got a little more weight on him. But I just can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. I can't. That's going to be a battle for years to come. And if he lock up over there with Zach Martin, he got a rude awakening coming for him. Because Zach can handle all that. But I want to see him versus Tyler Smith. I do. That's just going to be a good battle. Trenches all day. That first Eagles game, please line him up over there. Please. Tyler missed a block that resulted in an interception, guys. Okay, to Roger S-Man. Even if that's the case, Tyler Smith is a rookie. You expect Tyler Smith to come out and never miss a block, never have a bad play, ever? Ever? Like, he can't make a mistake? Like, when people point out stuff like that, the tone of how you pointed it out, you sound like you hating. It's not, man. Tyler Smith missed a block, but he had a good game overall. He's maturing. When you say, but he missed a block, then resorting to interception, guys, it's like you want to rally the troops to say he's not as good as you think he is. And you sound stupid. Oh, you one of those. When you miss a block, that's when you hold. You one of those. Hey, man, I ain't trying to sway you. Don't like Tyler Smith. He's going to continue to get busy. He's our starting left guard. He's better than Connor Williams. You'll be all right to deal with it. You said, what's his name? Avante Collins, big flop. I didn't look, man. I ain't gonna lie. I checked out. I started checking out on the line because it started to look pretty porous. You know what I'm saying? After a while, but you said he was holding it down. I'm gonna go back and review it. I am, 100%. Let me see. JT with another super chat on. People are just disappointed in the offseason. Appreciate you for that $2 super chat, JT. Sorry if I missed it. And then JT with a $5 super chat, bro. I came into your live stream on draft night and I was mad about Smith. I think I was wrong. Compared to McGovern, it's not even close. Hey, man, I was on the first thing I did on draft night was say I was confused because I did not know who Tyler Smith was. I ain't a scout. I'm getting better at my draft coverage, but I didn't know who he was. Look, it was irony. It was linking him to the Cowboys, Mel Kiper, and then was linking Tyler Smith to the Cowboys. But I was like, I don't know. We ain't getting him. You know, and I wanted everybody, look, y'all been seeing George Pickens? George Pickens looked crazy. And I wanted George Pickens. No hate to Tyler Smith. I wanted Karlaftis. I seen him getting busy. Like, I've seen a lot of people I wanted getting busy, and it's kind of hurt my feelings. Except for Treylon Burks. I was wrong on that. He looked trash. So that's why I'm not a scout. But when we got Tyler Smith, I was confused. I didn't say he was trash. All I said is I don't know him. I went back. I watched some little tape clips and things like that night. And the next day I came out and said, I'm wrong. This dude looks like he's going to be legit because he's everything that Connor Williams wasn't. He's physical, strong. He might have to work on his footwork. I don't know if he's going to be able to play tackle overall. And that's what I was saying. Then he got with Duke Manyweather, and I got that right. I used to get his name wrong. I have to call him Mayweather. And he's improved this game in only a short amount of time. So Tyler Smith his arrow is pointing straight up. Even the haters, I haven't really heard no one say Tyler Smith is bad. We still ride 5 rings. I know, man. Everybody overreacting on the preseason game. That's why I'm here. I'm trying to just talk y'all off the ledge. It's okay. It's okay. But Tyler Smith, man, he's legit. Deron Bland, from what I seen last night, because look, Kelvin Joseph fan club is dissolved. It's over. I was the president. I was the CEO. He had the wild off season where him and his boys want to think this is Grand Theft Auto, and it's crazy out there. Rest in peace to the person that lost their life and everything. It's still a crazy situation. But back to the football, Kelvin Joseph just ain't it. I don't see it. Maybe I'm tripping. I feel like it's in there. I feel like the potential's in there. But he's not locked in enough to realize his potential. He playing. You go to his Instagram, he's still talking about music and his mans and meetups and all this extra stuff. And I want him to just lock in for real. And I feel like he'll be a great player. But he won't lock in. Deshaun Wright, I think he could be great. But Deshaun Wright is all technique because he's so tall. It's hard for him to change directions like shorter corners. It's just sometimes I feel like his height works against him when he's not working against a taller receiver because a short, shifty receiver is just going to be too quick for him. And it's unfortunate because I feel like Deshaun Wright is locked in. It's just his physical attributes kind of fail him from time to time. Enter Deron Bland, who's 6 foot, the perfect weight, and was just in the right place at the right time last night. He was just kind of doing his thing. doing this thing. So hold on. Y'all don't be timing too many people out. I want to see some of these comments if y'all can. I'm sorry, I was reading some of them. But yeah, man, I like Bland. I really feel like he could end up being the fourth, maybe fifth corner. He the type of person that if he could play special teams, CJ Goodwin might look over his shoulder. And I know CJ Goodwin is like grandfathered into this roster like Noah Brown. Although this year, Noah Brown, he got set down last night. He lost some weight. He looking more shifty. Noah Brown might legitimately get some receiver reps. I still don't know how I feel about that, but I think I might have to get comfortable with it because it's coming. Trey Joseph, who gonna cop him though? You can't just trade. You can't trade somebody with a murder on their resume and bad play. Who gonna cop him? Cut Joseph? Hey, it ain't out the. Kelvin Joseph would be a complete admission to him being a bust because Kelvin Joseph is hanging on because he's a second round pick. The end. So they'll keep him just to not admit they were wrong. But other than that, nothing else is keeping him on this roster. Not one thing. And that's sad for me because I used to be so hype about Kelvin Joseph. And sometimes you're just wrong. I was just wrong. And I don't have no problem admitting that. Noah Brown can be sneaky good. Noah Brown was good in that Raiders game. You know, he didn't make that catch in overtime. But I'm gonna give Noah a chance just because he's grandfathered in. 800 for Noah wouldn't be bad. That'd be a good season. I ain't gonna even because who expects that out of Noah Brown? Like who? Tippy, it's time to move on for Cooper Rush. It just might be. It might be time for Will Greer. And if Will Greer had that groin, I feel like he would have got out there and got busy last night. Because it ain't like I feel like Rush was holding the ball too much, and I don't know, man. And I'm a little confused because Cooper Rush got busy in that Vikings game. But remember, he was surrounded by so much talent. Sometimes a lesser quarterback and stuff like that just need more talent around them to execute. So, I don't know. I'm trying to give him a look. You know how you try to shoot somebody some bail because you're like, all right. He did some good for us. Like, Cooper Rush been around for a minute. I don't want to hate. But it just might be over. It might be time. We're going to see because if Greer plays this week and he lights it up, you don't make enough. That job ain't secure. DiNucci looked good, but DiNucci came in when it was like I was out there. Like, you can't look good versus me. Like, and I'm not an athlete. DiNucci came in so late when it like anybody can get busy at that time. So I can't give DiNucci props. I give DiNucci props on one thing. Y'all see that in the back? You see them Dallas hats? Ben DiNucci, keep making them hats because they do. But that's it. But that is it. How y'all feeling about Sam Williams though? Even though he got the penalty too. I feel like Sam might be all right, man. You know, I don't know how many sacks Sam's gonna get this year with all the rotations, but I feel like Sam is going to develop himself into a nice pass rusher. He looks fast. He looks strong enough. Sam Williams looked like he belongs on the field. He looks like, you know how some players are like, oh, he don't look like he belongs. Like, you thought he did. Like Nick Bonito. I thought he was decent. If y'all did draft coverage, Nick Bonito looked like he ain't belong last night. He looked too small for sealing the edge. Sam looked like he can seal the edge. He's strong enough. He looked like if he runs the right stunts. And he got to improve his toolbox, though. His pass rush toolbox a little limited. It's like speed to power, bull rush. He got to work on some pass moves. But that toolbox, if you do that really well this year, might work. When you got Fowler and Micah and D-Law and Osa and everybody, by the time Salmon get in there, he's going to be catching people off guard. He ain't going to be getting double or triple teams. He's going to be getting one-on-ones with not top-tier talent. So if he could just capitalize, he might be able to make a name for himself. Sam needs a year to develop his pass rush skills. I agree. JT is showing out. Look, man, respect. Another super chat. JT with the $5 super chat. Nucci came in after 2/3 of the stadium left. It started raining and almost everyone dipped. Wasn't that exciting of a game. Sam's going to be nasty. Hey, appreciate you again for the $5 super chat and all the love tonight, JT. I agree with you 100%. Couldn't have said it better myself. You know what I'm saying? And look, Ben DiNucci's Mike McCarthy's man. Let's that's his peoples. They both from Pittsburgh, I think, or something like that. They like this. He on this team to be the practice squad QB, and that's what he will be. He's comfortable with that. He likes his little money he gets from that. He sells his hats. Jerry lets him sell his hats. Ben DiNucci ain't even trying to start no more. He know his role. He like, all right, I'm gonna flip these hats. Ben DiNucci's probably made more money off them hats than he ever did with the Cowboys. And Jerry is letting them sell them because Jerry probably get a little percentage. Let's not trip. Jerry and Steven get a percentage of them hats. You ain't just selling them hats. But then Ben get to keep 80% and he good. Oh, we got it. Come on, man. We in here having a good conversation. It's Sunday evening. It's 250, 60 people in here. Hey, man, y'all do me a favor, hit that like button. And then I look up and a cornball slip in. Some dude named Ian Miles with Cowgirls. I don't even think he deserved the cornball because that's the week. Like, come on, man. People at my daughter's school, and my daughter's in middle school, and my other daughter's in elementary school, they say cowgirls because they children. Come on, man. It's 2022. You got to get better with the jokes. Cowgirls. I'm ashamed. You've been... JT, I've been muting Ian because he's corny. Yeah, man, you got to get muted if you corny. If you got good jokes, I'll let you rock. But don't come in here with the bad jokes. Hold on. My boy Ted Prickett, I missed it. Sam needs a red shirt season. He needs to add a few things to the toolbox. But he looks like a part against the 2s and the 3s. He looks the part against it. I'll give you that. Ted, though, check it out, though. To your point, I don't feel like Elazar, what's good with you? I don't feel like Sam is going to start early in the year anyway. I feel like he got to prove himself. I really feel like Dante Fowler should start, but they're going to start Dorrance Armstrong. It's going to make me mad. But I feel like Dante's going to take that spot by like week 3 or 4. Sam Williams is going to rotate in, and I think it's incredible for him. That means he gets to give you 20 to 30 good hardcore snaps, give his all, and work on his craft and not be relied upon. You're not going to be relying on Sam Williams in the 4th to get the sack. When you go to what Voch Lombardi calls in-game, you know what I'm saying, what the New York Giants would have called their NASCAR package. I haven't came up with a cool name for it, but when you go to basically the Death Note package when it's over, when you got Micah pass rushing, you bump D-Law to D-tackle, Oso Digizua, DeMarcus Lawrence, and I feel like you'll either have Dante Fowler on the other edge. So you got to think Micah, D-Law, Osa, and Dante. That's a fast, speedy first step. Like, what you going to do with that 4-man rush? You feel me? And then behind that, the second layer, you're going to have somebody like Jabril Cox and Anthony Barr or Leighton Vander Esch. Like, our coverage is going to be crazy. Yeah, that package is going to be crazy. I'm having a moment thinking about that. Appreciate y'all, too. Let's get it to 200 likes. We almost got 300 people in here, man. Rocking with me on a Sunday night. Maryland, Washington. Salute. Haven't seen you in a minute. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Rome, I wish everyone would settle down. I do, too. This is the preseason. Dallas never do good. Hey, look. And as I heard earlier, we lost all our preseason games last year. 12-5. 2016, we lost all our preseason games. 13-3. I don't care about the preseason. I'm worried about how these players look in their one-on-one matchups, etc. Care about wins and losses in the preseason. You get no props for winning those games. Just hold on, y'all. Not true fans. Hey, Maryland, Washington, a grin. Salute. Cheers. Thank you for the $5 super chat. And then everybody relax. Listen to Maryland. She's in here speaking facts. Listen to Maryland. She dropping knowledge on y'all. Deffy. Definitely Deffy. What's going on with you? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? I got my peoples in here. Maryland in here. Deffy in here. I feel like the season is upon us. Some of the people that I rocks with is in here. Carlos, what's good with you? Yeah, I'm excited. Some of the people. Gallimore looked great, JT. Gallimore. Look, I feel like Gallimore, and I know we've been searching for D tackle. And Osa Odigizua is built like, all right, y'all gonna call me sacrilegious. Don't care. He's built like Aaron Donald. He not the big trash can full of dirt, hefty. Nah, Osa's gonna beat you off the ball. He's super strong. Remember, go back and research. Osa from UCLA, wrestling background, all leverage, all strength. He's incredibly strong, and he's not trying to be all flabby and everything like that. He's first stepping. He's getting in there with his leverage. He's going to outflanker you. That's what Osa's going to do. But Osa is looking that good that they sat him. And I'm not saying Neville shouldn't have been sat. I just, between the two, if you was wondering who's the definitive starter, Osa. Neville had to play last night. Now, they got Neville out of there because Neville just dominated. It was like, all right, man. He looked like he out there with little leaguers. He was blowing off the ball in the backfield a couple times. They sent him down pretty quickly after that. Like, all right, now. But nah, Neville Gallimore, Osa Odigizua are starters. I feel like right behind them is going to be Carlos Watkins and Quentin Bohanna. And right behind them, Chauncey Golston and Ridgeway. Now, I don't know how this is going to work, who's going to make it to the practice squad, etc. Ridgeway got a little nick up. If Ridgeway don't look super legitimate the next couple, watch this. This is how the Cowboys do. If Ridgeway don't dominate the next 2 weeks, right? Practicing and preseason games, they'll take that little injury he had and overblow it, stash him on IR, let him work on himself, his body, get his stuff right, and we'll be looking at Ridgeway coming back next year and looking super dominant because I got faith in the player. But if he don't flash, they're going to take that little injury he's had and just say it's worrisome. They're going to IR him. Nobody going to take him. Nobody going to take him off our roster. And he'll just work on his body all year. Redshirt year. Watch. My Dixie wrecked. What's good with you? That's really gay, but respect. The name is wild, and you put mad time into that. Pause. Everybody listen to Maryland. Hit the like button for me. I appreciate you. Oh, my boy Jay Tuck is in here. Okay, now it feels midseason. Salute the hey man. Y'all know who Jay Tuck is. That's my tag team champ brother. You know what I'm saying? One of the GOATs in Cowboys Nation. Y'all already know how I get down. Jay Tuck 151 on Twitter. CFO Sports on YouTube. That's my dog. I'm hyped now. You know what I'm saying? When we were just talking about the D-line and everything like that. No looked good last night that ain't been getting enough props. Mendoza was good with you as well. Ferguson. Jake Ferguson looked legit last night, didn't he? He looked like a better version of Dalton Schultz. And I ain't trying to get, I know it was a preseason game, but he was like right where he needed to be. He looked a little bit more shifty than Schultz. He looked as advertised. I'm excited about 12 personnel now. I like, look, Hendershot going to be okay too. I feel like Hendershot going to be like what McKeon was. Just kind of stashed. But if you said our top 4 tight ends is Schultz, Ferguson, McKeon, Hendershot, I'll be set. I know that gets Sprinkle up out of here, but I don't like Sprinkle. He's slow. He kind of tripped to the dash. But I like Ferguson. Ferguson would look good last night. I was like, okay, I can see it. We could do something with that. Tuck, if you're still watching, I know you was hyped when you saw Ferguson moving and shaking. Because I know Tuck. Tuck is, I would say he's the tight end whisperer. Tuck knows his tight ends, man. Pay attention to Tuck's draft coverage. He knows tight ends. And I know Tuck like dropped a solo tear like, that's my boy right there. So Cooper did look like crap last night, Maryland. He did. Nick Reeder, what's good with you? Hendershot do got some speed on him. Hendershot is, look, Ferguson is going to replace Schultz. Hendershot going to replace Jarwin. Dang, if Jarwin ain't get hurt, he was going to be all right. But Hendershot looked like he could be our poor man's Jarwin going forward. Yeah, he did have some wiggling. I expected Jake to be more just Dalton Schultz-ish, but he looked like he had, like you said, a little bit more wiggle out in space than Dalton do. And that's, look, that's all. When I talk to my boy Tuck offline and whenever we chop it up, that's all he wants is a tight end that ain't just 5 yards and take a knee. He just wants somebody that can stretch the field and make you respect him. And if Ferguson gonna do that, he might take Schultz's spot for the year over. You know what I'm saying? He just need. I would love to see Ferguson out there with the ones, and I want to see his blocking a little bit better. But I like it. I like it. Will Greer for QB2. I can agree with that. I can agree with that. Who else last night that y'all think really stood out? We've touched on Sam Williams. We've touched on Ferguson. We touched on Tyler Smith, of course. I'm trying to think. Who am I missing? Touched on Deron Bland. I wanted to see, and Simi caught a touchdown. He did. Even though it was like in a horrible time in the game. I want to see Simi with the ones. I want to see Simi with Dak. Sam Williams looked good, man. Sam Williams looked good. They calling ticky-tack penalties on people. And Fowler looked good. Like, our pass rush is going to be vicious. Like, Fowler looked good, man. Telling y'all, go watch that Cowboys video on their Instagram. Dante Fowler looked like he's reinvigorated. It's just something about feeling like you're on a contender. You feel like you're going to be able to do more than you could before. So, I'm excited. Let me ask y'all a question. How many Cowboys, this is a sidebar, because I think right now they got the NFL top 100 list, and y'all know this always creates controversy. How many Cowboys are going to be on this list? You think we're going to get completely snubbed outside of Zach Martin? Zach Martin is grandfathered into the top 100. Do you think that Dak makes the top 100? Because remember, when they vote on this list, it's early in the year prior. And I feel like Dak was balling when they was doing the voting. So I feel like Dak is going to make this list. I do. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't think they're going to have Dak that high, though, the Reaper. I would love it. Dak within the I'm going to be unbearable if Dak's within the – because, this list is always – people going to talk about it. I feel like Dak's good enough to be in the top 50. I feel like they're doing the top 50 tonight. I feel like Dak will be in there. Micah might be in the top 20 already. I think they'll put Micah on the list. You're right. Micah will be on the list. It'll be Zach, Micah. They're going to do Tyron Smith dirty because he be hurt. Zach, Micah. They might put Diggs on the list. I'm excited about that. I want to see what Cowboys make the list. Or we're going to just get completely snubbed. And then that'll be a story. So either we'll get completely snubbed or they're going to let a couple people on. That's the thing about the Cowboys. This is why everybody always say we underachieve. We almost got 300 people in here too. Appreciate everybody. Micah, Ty Smith, Martin. That's who should be on the list. They're going to probably do Ty Smith dirty though, Tuck. Just because of the injuries. Dang, I lost my little train of thought. But with this list every year, it just creates controversy. It's the last little thing before the season starts. And the Cowboys, this is what I was going to say. The Cowboys, we always got an amazing amount of talent. And whether people like to give it props while they're on the team or not, whenever Cowboys leave the Cowboys, y'all ever wonder that, or not wonder, but y'all ever notice that players that we big up every day get so much more props when they leave the Cowboys? Because Randy Gregory been getting so much love in the streets. Cedric Wilson, Colin Cowherd talk about Cedric Wilson like he the cheetah. You know what I'm saying? Lyle Collins getting props. Only person that ain't getting no props is Connor Williams. They like Connor Williams is not good, so they don't give him props no matter what, cowboy or non-cowboy, whatever. But yeah, you lead the Cowboys, and all of a sudden, all of the greatness you had, they just like, you know what, you are great. Amari Cooper. I've been seeing people giving Amari props on this route running stuff we've been doing, but now that he's a Brown, it's like, man, Amari one of the top receivers in the league, and I'm like, where was this? Where was this love? Because when he was with us, no props. No props at all. Melvin Irby with the $20 super chat. Preseason has always been an eyesore, but we will be great this season. You can bet on that. Melvin just laid down the law. Y'all listen to Melvin. First of all, appreciate you for the $20 super chat. Thank you, my brother. And you in here speaking law. You know what I'm saying? It's not, to Melvin's point, success in the preseason is not a dictator of success during the season. Now, let me be negative for 2 seconds. I want them to tighten up on the penalties. The refs ain't going to do us no favors. They're going to call ticky-tack penalties on the Cowboys all year. We have to find a way to get around it. If you ask me, do I feel like the penalties are legitimate? No, they're not. They call bullshit on the Cowboys every time. It is what it is. That's what they do. The stuff they call on the Cowboys is not right. It's corny. We know it's corny. Other teams get away with it all the time. But what we need to realize is Cowboys fans, Cowboys players, coaches, front office, it ain't going to change. It just ain't. So find a way around it. We need a good backup center. I feel like we got a good backup center on the roster. I got faith in Matt Fornock, and I want to see what Alec Lindstrom can do. They got to get a shot, though. Beatta's just going to have to lose that job legitimately, though. They're not going to give it to nobody else. They got to take it. Oh, great point, Nick Reeder. Who's going to be the kicker? Well, since we didn't get a chance to evaluate no kicks last night because they thought it was playoff season, they kept going for it. I'm with Ryan Durham. I think Brett Maher is going to be our kicker. And before anybody jumped down my throat about old Brett Maher, I feel like he had a pretty decent season with the Saints last year. He was like 89%. That's pretty much league average. He missed a couple kicks, but I don't think he only missed like 2 or 3 kicks for the year. I think Maher, look, 2 or 3 kicks for the year, it sounds like heaven. Because Greg DeLeg had me on suicide watch sometimes with some of his misses he had. And Jonathan Garibay, although he got cut, was so – I couldn't imagine he was going to be that bad. He was bad. Really bad. So, yeah, I think Maher's going to be the kicker. I pray that he come out there legit because the pressure with the Cowboys is a little bit different than with the Saints. But we're going to have to see. We're going to have to see. I think the reason why I thought about that way earlier in the offseason, Christian, why they didn't sign J.C. Treader. I think he's like the president. He's like a player rep for the Players Association, something crazy. He has a really serious title, and I don't think they want that. I think a lot of teams don't want that in their locker room. Not to mention that he's old, and reports came out that he don't like to practice. So I think that's why Treader's still on the shelf. You'd have to have a 5-alarm fire. You don't got no center. I hate Greg Zuerlein too now. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't, but Tyler Lockett would be great on this team, but they're not gonna pay him that. It is not. Pardon me. Wife text me. Anyway. I hope Maher said he had a little interview. He said that he's a different kicker than he was before. And I can believe that. I feel like we all mature as people. This is look, since I got everybody with me, it's 330 people in here almost, 211 likes. Let's get it to 250 likes. Please. Let's talk about Kellen Moore and talking to my boy Tuck and some of the Cowboy goats. And we was talking about Kellen Moore and his predictable offense. And Tuck has a great explanation. I'll go to his page, CFO Sports, and he breaks down the Cowboys offense in an immaculate way, talking about how we don't really have an identity and that there's traces of this through Kellen Moore's playing career back at Boise State all the way into now. You know, right? Outlaw Cowboy in here. Oh, snap. Hold on. Why is Outlaw Cowboy not a moderator? Hold on. Got you straight, Outlaw. That's my peoples. Right? And great video. But I think this, though. I'm a different person. I'm 39. I know a lot of people don't like to hear that. They be surprised, but I'm 39. It is what it is. I don't run from my age. I'm a different person than I was when I was 30. I was different from 33 to 34 to 30. 30, you coming out of your 20s, you learning yourself. Kellen Moore took that offensive coordinator job, I think, at 30 or 31. He was Don, the golden child almost, and he could do no wrong. And, he had a number one offense within his first couple years. He's now had one twice or something like that. Something crazy. Number one in yards at least. So it's been a lot of success and not a lot of failure. Then last year, we hit a whole lot of offensive struggle. Dak is hurt at points through the season. Our offense looks exposed in the playoffs. He has job interviews. He don't get the jobs. He gets passed over. I think a lot of eye-opening stuff has happened to Kellen. And that's what makes you evolve. I feel like Kellen Moore, if anything, is going to evolve. You know what I'm saying? And become more. Hold on. I thought I had moved the chat around. I feel like Kellen Moore is going to become more locked in, focused, more emphasis on learning how to get his playmakers the ball in the right situations. I feel like he's growing. I ain't saying he's going to be perfected this year. I just feel like he's growing because he's still young. And I feel like if any of y'all have ever evolved and grown as an adult, you know that your thought process and your mentals change, especially in your early 30s to your mid to late 30s. So let that young man develop. Oh, it's JT's birthday? Salute. You just turned 30? Just turned 30? Salute to JT, man. Happy birthday. One of my devout supporters. I appreciate you. 100%. Y'all cheers for JT. I just feel like Kellen Moore can do better. I don't feel like it's a wrap. I don't feel like his ceiling is realized. I feel like you have to have those pitfalls to grow. If Kellen Moore don't have that L in the playoff game like we had and his offense looking like it got figured out, he do feel like I ain't doing nothing wrong. But to have all that happen and then to get passed over for them jobs, like you got passed over for the 49ers coordinator. He got the Dolphins job. Kellen was even interviewing up in Philly the year before. He trying to get a job, but people don't quite believe it. So it's good. Leighton 95 on the top 100. Leighton Van Der Esch in the top 100. You. I know you lying. I know you lying. Leighton Van Der Esch is not in that top 100. Y'all let me. I know the top 100 going on right now. Y'all let me know if any Cowboys did go. CD 95. Okay. Lamb in the night. Okay. I didn't even think to put CD in there. See? CD in the top 95. I feel like we got a bunch of players in the top 100, but, I know I'm a Cowboys homer. Ain't nobody going to believe me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel like let Kellen grow. Just let him grow. Now, not everybody is, what's the best way to put it? Not everybody is off the ledge, off suicide watch, realize that we're going to be fine as a team. First preseason game is not into the season. How y'all feeling about this Chargers joint practice? If you're off the ledge and you're back to normal, how y'all feeling about us versus the Chargers? First of all, I feel like I love that we're playing the AFC West in a bunch of these preseason games. Get your mind right. That's an excellent division. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking forward to seeing us because unlike me, I'm supposed to try to talk people off the ledge because I don't feel like the world was coming to an end with what happened yesterday. I didn't like how the joint practice went with the fights because although they was picking on Josh Ball and he's a third string tackle, I wanted to see us in the game. I want to see because apparently the only time we're going to see Dak Prescott and our ones like stuff getting work is in practice. That's why I'm more excited about this Chargers practice than I am about the game because I know Dak not going to play. They said Dak going to play in the third preseason game. So I'm excited to see Dak and them versus J.C. Jackson, Bosa, Khalil Mack. Like, they got legit defense at the Chargers. You know what I'm saying? And I want to see our defense versus Herbert. Because, contrary to popular belief, we beat the Chargers last year. I know. The win, nobody like to acknowledge. We beat them. So they're going to come in with a chip on their shoulder because they still mad about that loss. Good. I want them to play us angry. And I want to see how we respond because I know that, look, Cowboys players are humans like us. All they've heard since Thursday was, y'all got dominated, punked, y'all soft, right? But then all the players that really would have responded had to sit. Think about that. You get called soft, called a punk, you can't do nothing, and then you can't even respond because you can't play in a preseason game. So they've been stewing about it. So all of our starters that will play in practice this week coming up, oh, they about to get a Chargers to business. They about to get a Chargers. And I'm telling you, I'm looking forward to Zeke too. Because I know Zeke ain't appreciate that cheap shot by Bradley Chubb. So I'm looking forward to how Zeke responds too. I really am. But before I get out of here, though, because like I said, man, I got to go get these kids right. School night, kids going back to school tomorrow and everything like that. What do y'all want to see coming up in this practice? Who do y'all want to see excel? What do y'all like? Because CD been looking busy or getting busy. And since y'all just brought up CD, I want to see continued dominance from CD Lamb and Dak Prescott. Because although a lot of people act like it didn't happen because of what happened to Josh Ball and the gun thing and all that, CD Lamb and Dak Prescott was out there dicing up the Denver. And Jalen Tolbert and them was giving them the business too. Seahawks is the third game, man. I don't think that will be a solid example. But practice with the Chargers should be something to show. Appreciate you for that $5 super chat, JT. I agree. This Chargers practice is going to be our closest thing to real game action before week one with the Bucs. Because I don't care about that third preseason game versus the Seahawks. I don't. I want to see Tolbert as well. Yeah, man. I want to see some more of our weapons. I want to see CD. I would love to see them let CD run with the ones a little bit, at least the twos. But I want to see CD out there with Dak. I mean, not CD. Semi out there with Dak. I do. I want to see Semi out there with the ones a little bit. I want to see what he can do. I really, really do. Hey, man, CD Lamb is that dude. And I'm glad that the NFL is giving him more props than our own fan base. Our fan base don't give CD no props. Our fan base stayed calling everybody else the number one but CD Lamb. And I've been beating the drum saying he was the number one since last year. CD Lamb is responsible for if y'all ever get bored, my highest viewed video ever is about CD Lamb. It was like 89,000 views. And it was about his footwork last offseason. And during the video, I was saying, I think CD Lamb might be our number one receiver coming up. And that was before we got rid of Coop. I've been on this train. So to see him evolve and grow into the number one that I already knew he was going to be, I ain't surprised. I'm just hyped. Stay healthy and get busy, CD. CD is not a number one. You lying to yourself, Choctaw. Lying to yourself. You can't tell me why he's not a number one. First of all, he led the team last year in receptions and yards. Last year, already. You think with extra targets, CeeDee Lamb is going to end this year with 1,300 to 1,400 yards. That ain't a number one receiver? He had 1,100 last year. You think with more targets, CeeDee Lamb is, and he missed a game and a half. He had 1,100 yards and he missed a game and a half. You trying to tell me that with more targets and less players for Dak to go to, CeeDee Lamb ain't going to finish this year with 1,300 to 1,400 yards and maybe 3 to 4 more touchdowns? CeeDee Lamb finished this year with 9 to 10 touchdowns and 1,300 yards. You are not going to tell me he's not a number one. That don't even sound right. You're going to look somebody in their face and say, I mean, I know he got 1,400 yards, but he's not a number one. How does that even make sense? It's not in his pedigree. You're not giving no facts. You're just saying like vague statements. He's not a number one. It's not his pedigree. Like, tell me why not? You're not going to say because he drops the ball, because Jamar Chase led the league in drops last year. So it ain't the drops. Just tell me why he's not a number one. Show me, like, give me an example. And if you say drops, then I guess Jamar Chase not a number one either. So I'm waiting. I'll wait though. Now you my dude, but you wilding with that one. CeeDee Lamb is incredible. Yeah, don't delete the statement. No receiver out of Oklahoma are built to be pure. This is a college bias? You're not serious, right? College bias? Because he went to Oklahoma? You must got a you went to their rival. Like, come on, man. I don't care about what college he went to. What? I knew it was something that didn't make no sense because you was being nonsensical. CeeDee Lamb not a number one. And I'm like, give me a reason because he went to Oklahoma. What? College bias? Come on, man. I expected something else. I thought he was gonna do like everybody else do with the drops, but then when I bring up Jamar Chase, everybody else get quiet. But you went with the Oklahoma route. It's personal. You got a personal beef with CD. It can't be the play. You a receiver, and now another accolade on his belt is he's in the top 100, 2022 top 100. Every good receiver don't make that list. But somehow he's still not a number one. Come on, dog. Come on. Come on, Choctaw. Come on, man. That's funny. He went with the college bias. Nah, because he is Sooner. Could have been anything else. Not the college bias, though. He has always been a number one. I'm still surprised he fell to us. But that's the league's loss. That's our win. CeeDee Lamb about to go off. I might be undercutting him. 1,300 yards, extra 300 yards might not be that hard. Because if CeeDee Lamb does not get hurt and he plays that extra game and a half, he could end the year already with, I don't know. Hold on. Pause. It's got a $49.99 super chat from Daryl Wilson. First of all, salute. I appreciate you. That's love. $49.99 super chat. Thank you. Thanks for keeping the faith. When did a single preseason game ever count for anything? Wait. And we'll say, is Will say we need a better backup QB unless Greer comes through? Hold on. Wait, is Will say is. Okay, no, I just misread that. First of all, appreciate you, Daryl Wilson, for the $49.99 super chat. And I think what you're saying is, first of all, I'm always going to keep the faith. I'm never giving up on this team until we're mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. And I'm still going to be optimistic about the next year. But that's me. That's what I do. As far as for backup quarterback, I really, really do think that Greer is a better backup quarterback than Rush right now. I know what Rush did for us last year, but year to year is different in the league. And he don't got enough cachet with this team to just not be able to lose your job. So Rush even need to show up the next 2 weeks, or I feel like when Greer comes back from that groin, it's his job to lose. That's me. The coaches might love Rush, and it might be a wrap. But I want to see Greer out there too. I was excited last night. So I hopefully them hold him out, that Greer will be back for the Chargers practice and the game. You know what I'm saying? We'll see more from Greer in the game because the practice is going to be about Dak. But CeeDee Lamb, man, have you seen him? He put the whole Denver secondary in a blender the other day. And they got a legit secondary. Crazy. 1,200 is he had 1,100 last year. With all the receivers on the team, Wilson and Coop. This year, I can see CeeDee Lamb. I'm just put it out there, 1,400. 1,400 yards and bare minimum double-digit touchdowns. Because he already had 6 and 1,100 last year with that crowded receiving core. He going to get them yards just by default. It is what it is, man. Hold on. Jonathan Davis with the $10 super chat. Keep it pushing with the dope content. Salute. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? And salute to Daryl Wilson again with the $50 super chat. Jonathan Davis with the $10 super chat. Keep it pushing with the dope content. Even though he had 2 bad games, Anthony Brown was a top 10, the top 12 cornerback last year and deserves respect. Appreciate you for the super chat. And he does deserve respect. I spent all last year talking about how if Kelvin Joseph could just get it together. And I kept trying to give Anthony Brown's job away. And all he did was make me look stupid. I'm done with that. I'm giving that man his respect. Next Gen Stats showed that he was a top 10 cornerback in the league. That's crazy. And I ain't talking about Trayvon Diggs. I'm talking about Anthony Brown. Statistically wise, a top 10 cornerback. Now, you mix Next Gen with, I guess, other attributes and things like that. I feel like Anthony Brown's probably like a top 15 or top 20 corner. But I feel like Trayvon Diggs in there too. That means our defense has a top 10 and a top 15 to 20 corner on it. Like, our defense is legit. And Anthony Brown deserves respect. Should have never been doubting that man. He just evolved and grew into a better corner. He is what it is. Anthony Brown deserves respect. Buddy can't do no wrong. Who can't do wrong? CD? Come on, Choctaw. What has he done wrong? You still ain't giving me none. You said because he was an Oklahoma Sooner and he can't be a number one. Like, that's not giving me facts. That just sounds like you got a problem with Oklahoma. And that's fine. That's your personal opinion. But you didn't say, like, I feel like CD Lamb cowers in the face of certain types of corners, or I don't know. Like, he had a couple of concentration drops last year, but so did Jamar Chase. And everybody telling me that Jamar Chase is Randy Moss. So I'm not trying to hear it. CD Lamb didn't even lead the league in drops. He was like 6th or 7th. There are like 6 or 7 more receivers with more drops than him. Come on, man. Teflon Breeze, salute. Only team he fears in the NFC East is the Cowboys. If we shoot ourselves in the foot, that's a fact. I damn sure don't fear the Eagles. But I'm enjoying. I'm letting the Eagles feel themselves this week. Pause. Let them do their thing. They feel like they can't do nothing wrong, and I ain't even here to tell them. Man, Chaka, you ain't been paying attention to social media or Twitter? People be tripping about Jamar Chase, and I like Chase. He a beast. But, he broke the little rookie receiving record that was Randy Moss's that Justin Jefferson broke. So now, by natural progression, you break that record, you the best receiver ever. And Jamar Chase he looked legit. So I can't take or say nothing about Jamar Chase. I'm just using the example that you can be an amazing receiver and have some concentration drops. Jamar Chase was having trouble. He said he was having trouble catching a NFL-sized football last year in the preseason before he started the season. And everybody was like, oh, no, Jamar Chase might be a bust. And then he comes out and breaks the rookie receiving record. So, CD Lamb is we lucky to have him, to be honest with you. We lucky to have him. He reminds me of D-Hop. That's the comp for CD Lamb to me. A poor man's D-Hop. That's not bad. That is not bad. In this chat, though. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. You got me riled up with the CD Lamb not a number one. Lost my whole train of thought. It's okay, though. We can agree to disagree because there's no way in the world. He do got a little bit more wiggle than D-Hop, but D-Hop hands is like all world. So, and CD has showed me that he can make some crazy catches too. That's why I feel like his drops are more concentration than just he can't catch. It's a difference. Randy Moss is light years ahead of Jamar Chase, and he overrated because of his connection with college QB and not even a Coop, let alone a D-Hop. I'm going to put it out there. CD Lamb's probably going to have a better career than Amari Cooper. Sadiq Wachar, what's good with you? I'm good. How are you? Yeah, CD Lamb's probably going to have an overall better career than Amari Cooper. Because CD Lamb's going to play the majority of his career with Dak Prescott, and he's going to make sure he get the ball. And the start to his year, like look at the start to CD Lamb's career. It's only up. He had an incredible rookie year without Dak. He was playing with Dalton. First full year with Dak, and he missed a game and a half. He got 1,100 yards. This year, he's probably going to go to 1,300 yards and up from there. My guy, Professor. First of all, why are you not a moderator? You don't come here enough, but I got you straight for when you do pop in here. Before you do pop in here. I feel good, man. All my peoples is in here, man. That show me love. You know what I'm saying? Even Choctaw, my peoples, he don't like CD Lamb, apparently. I don't know what that's about, but you know, sometimes you don't like CD Lamb. I don't know. Like, I ain't gonna hold it against him. I don't agree, but it's wild to me. Well, you know, it be like that sometimes. It's all good, Professor O. Hey man, that's a good point though. Everybody that rock with me, man, y'all turn on the notifications for me. Apparently, I'm supposed to be telling people to do that. I don't know. I don't even tell people I'm going live way far in advance. I just jump. I try to tell you a video before, but I just jump on here. Salute, Choctaw. Have a good evening, man. We good. We just disagree, CD Lamb. It's all good. You know you my peoples. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to do better. Trying to do better. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm about to slide up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all. I've had a good time rocking with y'all. I just want y'all to know this before I bounce. Look, man, the team, every time I'm about to slide, Jorge with the $4.99 super chat. What's up, Mr. Rome? I stopped watching the game last night, but it's only preseason. We will be fine. I was going to get right into that point. Jorge with the $4.99 super chat, and he's making the most sense. Look, man, I know last night was frustrating. It's always frustrating watching us lose because even if it's a preseason game, the opposing fan base and the national media and the Twitter haters are going to make it seem like we just died. They're going to make it seem like the Cowboys are the worst team in the league and we can't do nothing right. Even when obvious facts are out there like, the Cowboys set 30 people, set 30 players. The Cowboys set 20 starters. Who played? None of their starters played. I don't care. They still trash. Like the bail that they would shoot. Like I've seen more people defend Philly. Oh, the Cowboys beat Philly. Most of their starters set in the last game. They quick to let you know that. But when we set all our starters in the preseason game, they act like the rest of the league act like Cowboys is trash, and it's just annoying. So take a deep breath. Enjoy the players that we pointed out tonight. Enjoy the fact that Sam Williams looks like he can turn into a player. You know, enjoy the fact that Tyler Smith looks like a player. Let's hope that they let him keep playing at guard and not playing around and moving him from tackle or anything like that. Enjoy the fact that Dante Fowler looks reinvigorated and he looks like he's going to come to play this year, you know. And enjoy the fact that, like I said, majority of everyone wasn't out there. Oh, yeah. Not to mention Neville Gallimore and Quentin Bohanna. You know, like we had some flashes of some good stuff last night. We did. It was annoying that so many players sat and we couldn't really get a real gist of everything, but it's all good. It's all good, man. They're going to hate on us regardless. Let's look forward to that Chargers practice. Let's look forward to hopefully figuring out who our kicker going to be and stuff like that. But look, I'm about to jump off of here, get my kids right, go see who else made the top 100. CeeDee Lamb made the top 100. Put some respect on his name. And I'll jump back in here live this week, before the Chargers practice or after. It's your boy, Mr. Rome. I'll holler.